Peglin has been my in-between game for about a week. I wouldn't sit here and play it for 8 hours, but a game or two here and there is perfect. This is one of those roguelikes that's based on such a unique concept that you can't help but check it out. It's also one of the rarer ones that actually delivers well on that concept. It's based on Peggle. You have an inventory of orbs that you throw into a Peggle board to deal damage to enemies. It's insane how compelling that is. Outside of the Peggle board, you're navigating a map, FTL style, through battles, random encounters and chests. Now, it's 2022 and this is a roguelike, so the general idea is essentially to create broken synergies between your orbs. For example, on the Peggle board there are bombs, which when activated will hit all the enemies on screen for a set amount of damage. If you get fairly lucky with items and orbs, you can end up throwing absolutely insane numbers of bombs and sail through the entire game. Maybe I just need to learn some of the other synergies, but the power balance of the relics and orbs seems off, with some orbs feeling well ahead of others. I'm sure there's a set of items that makes the dag orbs amazing, but I don't get it. And I think it'd be nice to have some variation to the starting loadout, like in FTL. Not to keep bringing it up, but the starting ship options and unlocking them is what makes FTL so replayable for me. Some of the relics that get offered to you are pretty dodgy, and I could be wrong, but I think you always have the option to not take something that's offered to you. Therefore, don't take the weighted chip, just don't take it, unless you want to play the most depressing game of Peglin ever. Also, don't take the sapper's sack unless you've got a way to heal yourself reliably. Red bombs are fun, but they will kill you. I think that being able to say things like that is the mark of a good roguelike. High-risk combinations that will end your run if you're too ambitious with them are a staple of this style of game. Unfortunately, I don't think those high-risk combos are really ever worth it. I'm sure the game will expand in time as it's currently still in early access, but there are only 3 areas right now. A run takes about an hour and it somehow still feels like I want more time to advance a build. I talked about this in my Songs of Six video, how I'm generally attracted to playing games along very narrow parameters. I really wanted to play a crazy strong multi-orb style game of Peglin, but couldn't pull the pieces together to make it work. Whenever I'd do well and eventually win, it would be with a relatively balanced set of relics and orbs, usually focusing on high area of effect damage, whether that's through bombs, icicles, or getting lucky and finding the overflow damage relic. The existence of these makes the single target and special target orbs and abilities seem too weak. Why would I want to hit 2 enemies vertically with a lightning strike or the column one, when I could just hit everything on screen instead? This is one of those games where I wish I could just go to bed and wake up when they release something like version 1.3. Sadly I can't do that, so I'll just have to forget it exists for a year, which shouldn't be too hard for me because I regularly forget what I had for lunch. I'll probably revisit this in a year or 2 years maybe, and enjoy it for 25 hours or something, but for now I squeezed 8 hours of good solid enjoyment out of it, which honestly is more than I need to recommend a game. Go get this game, play it, it's fun. Thanks for spending some of your time listening to me ramble about Peglin. I stream quite a lot, so I'll have a link to my Twitch down below, and if you want to see more of this stuff, subscribe here too. Goodbye for now, until next time.